Congressional gridlock in the House and the Senate isn't a new phenomenon. Cronkite News reporter Megan Finnerty in our Washington bureau asked political experts why it's not uncommon these days to hear the phrase "do nothing Congress."
Democrats who staged a sit-in on the House chamber today are trying to force a vote on the stopped gun legislation. But in Congress, getting a vote doesn't always mean given action. A CNN poll released Monday said about 90% of Americans support tighter gun legislation after the Orlando shooting. Lawmakers in both houses of Congress wanted new legislation, but when given the chance to pass something Monday night, they couldn't.
This Congress doesn't seem to be able to do much.
Norm Ornstein from the American Enterprise Institute says he isn't surprised.
After the latest set of atrocities, you still can't see majorities being put together. And it's a reflection, I think, of two things. The first is our political system is built to move slowly. The second is we have an almost unprecedented, at least in our lifetimes, level of tribal division and dysfunction in government.
Marjorie Baker, Executive Vice President with the People for the American Way, says inaction isn't just in gun legislation.
Where what we see is, again, opposition from very powerful moneyed special interests that don't want to see Merrick Garland given fair consideration because they don't want him to sit on the court and they don't want the balance on the court to change.
Ornstein said it's not just big issues.
Even the issues that shouldn't be so tough, like infrastructure or making technical adjustments in the healthcare plan, getting a budget done, they can't do that.
Part of the problem, experts say, is that much of the legislating is done for political gains, a point Senator Jeff Flake made when introducing a compromise gun bill Tuesday.
What you see here is an effort not to have a vote that will simply allow each party to use a cudgel to beat the other party with, but rather to have something that will actually pass.
But Baker said voters share some of the blame.
So the way out of it is for people to vote and vote for people who are running for office who really want to get serious reforms in place.
With the elections looming, there's not much time left for Congress to act, with about another 2 weeks in this session before they take off the rest of July and August for conventions and campaigning. Live in Washington, I'm Megan Finnerty, Cronkite News.